Today I'm going to talk about our mascot, Alex. He's a very friendly robot. As Lee was saying, we are very close on this project because we do need the micro certifications that come from them, and then we use here to the micro learning path. And now we are going to talk about a little bit of personalized microlearning, where we use agile microlearning. The agile word is normally used for like software development and this technology related thinking. But when we put together agile and education, the microlearning comes in hand when we want to enhance productivity, drive success, and ensure retention of important information in companies. So this product is aimed for companies that want to integrate training programs and people development. And to create like a lifelong learning environment for teams. So the methodology beside it comes on understanding how and why it can drive like value and differentiation when you're a group of workers that are that need like new competencies, or you need to be up to any technology, and we put it in a path where the agile micro competencies are all together in a bite-sized approach to a holistic learning and productivity group. So when we are talking about learning and development, what is the most like up-to-date is the micro-credentials. So once you acquire some knowledge, you can go three ways. The first way is you have I learned something and then I don't have opportunity to practice and perform. So I needed at some point to learn it, like in the university. I practiced during the days that I was like in class, but then I didn't develop or master it because I didn't use it. The second path is when you can train like on a job site or during, I don't know, a project. So then you go like the pace of learning is okay. You go your own pace, you learn something, but you just use it in a job and then you lose it. Maybe you master at some point, but you didn't like really keep up to pace. And then when you put micro learning, that is this agile methodology, you give like micro opportunities to get in contact with the competencies and the knowledge. And once you are in the full amount of like the cycles, you get to master by sharing your knowledge and being actually like able to teach for in an environment or in a group, or in this case in your company. So when we look at our work environment, there are talent gaps, of course. So how are in an HR, in the human resources, how can we develop competencies and investigate what we need to pass to this group? So there are four types of drivers of the need analysis. The first one is, does the employee needs this training? The second one is, does this employee want to learn something new or to learn this competency? Does this employee understands the value of it? Can we give access to this information? Do we have a platform? Do we have like a way to put this knowledge on the way we want it to be shared? And the application, will the employee be able to have like practices in these circles, the cycles, to apply and master the knowledge? So when we talk about Alex, it brings all of this together. We begin by mapping the competencies that we need to develop. Then we need to train, make the analysis to understand this gap and what are the needs, what are the right amount of content. And then we implement the micro-learning and distribution development for this group, encouraging specific periods of amount of time that we need to this group, and challenging like in this path where we can evolve the team. But we can, we currently establish learning methodology by 6 steps. The first one would be the purchase, the second, to provide the access for our team, the third, to promote among our employees. But a question comes out on mind, like, what about the dropout rate? Because the MOOCs, everybody knows that there's a huge, like, it's a notion of dropout because it's very impersonal, or it has a lot of content, or it doesn't have this specific amount of time. So when we buy courses and give to all people, we don't actually reach no one. So the idea is, who needs this knowledge? Who wants this knowledge? So by using Alex, we do have this type of information. Also, the application, the possibility to apply this knowledge, and of course, the return on investment. So to promote these additional capabilities with micro-learning, we are able to connect, curate, and customize. So these 3 C's are very what is the differentiation of Alex. So we are able to connect and identify the competencies and preferences of our group to make the best learning resources and formats, and also on the timeline that we need, and to customize the learning experience with short periodic boosts of learning. So making the circles that we showed on the beginning. So HR actually can only identify a small amount of talent needs on a group of a larger group of people. So when we look at this, we think, what happens to the rest 98% of our company that didn't show like necessity or need or interest? So with Alex, we can provide like screening of the needs or necessities or giving like the amount of data, the urgency, the competency that this group needs. For instance, if I ask, who wants to learn economics and management? We can see that a group already knows it, a group that doesn't know it, and a group that has like a smaller score. When we organize it, we see that, okay, so I do have a group that already knows, I don't need to reach out for this group. But I do have a group that needs this knowledge, doesn't have it yet. Once it shows commitment, I can give access, they can apply on day-to-day. So this is a very good match to return on investment. And the path also comprehends like the mapping, the need analysis, and the micro-learning and distribution of the development among the team, filling up the gaps of knowledge, and also like making the possibility to share knowledge and make a stronger connection to the meaning of the knowledge applied. So on the journey of Alex, we can see some steps that I'm going to share. That you begin the journey with Alex, like mailing, just putting out what the screening, the first step is the screening. Then you can personalize. So Alex is very personalized for any company needs, colors, information. Afterwards, you make a self-assessment and also ask feedback for your peers. On the competency report, then you have what you could map, but also what your partners told you about, like bringing out hidden competencies. Then you can keep a track of the micro-learning with the recommendations, the boosts that Alex gives. And then you can choose direction to readjust since you are gaining competency, if you want to go one way or another. Solving hurdles, managing career situations, and achieving success in personal and professional terms. So we can see some reasons for not commit to training, such as, I don't have time to learn, or I cannot discipline myself to a learning routine. I don't have a group of a peer group. So these type of things, Alex, is an answer, because it uses the micro learning in the agile situation management of knowledge, and also distributes development, personalizing the learning content that meets the immediate needs. Thank you so much.